The vocals are a really important part of the song, if not the most important one, and you need to make sure that they sound clean, clear, and you can hear them perfectly during the entire song. And in this video I'm going to show you how the big producers do it. The first thing you need to make sure is that it has the right volume. If we check this vocal, as you can see, for example, here we have a peak that is louder than this part here, or louder than this part here, or this part is way louder than this one. So what can we do to solve this? Exactly, compression. When I compress vocals, I like to do it in different steps. For example, first I have the R-Vox. But as you can see, it's compressing a bit too much, but -4, -5 dB, something like this. Then I like to use the compressor of Nectar. And as you can see, this one is not compressing that much, just a bit the peaks. But as you can see, I have a lot of different takes. So after processing all of them separately, in the final buzz I have another compressor that is compressing a few extra dBs, as you can see. Finally, I like to have a limiter, but as you can see, it's just cutting some of the peaks. This way I make sure that the volume of the vocal is way more controlled, and this way it's gonna be easier to put the right volume. Because otherwise, when you have a good volume, maybe there are parts that then are louder or parts that you almost cannot hear them. Now that I have the vocals controlled, what I do is several things. First of all, I reduce this volume to the minimum, that almost I cannot hear it, because this way it's gonna be easier to realize if something is too loud or not loud enough. But also I like to have the master in mono, because also this way the sides are not gonna interfere on this and it's gonna be easier. Then I just play the song and control the volume. This is way too quiet, and this is too loud, but maybe if I have normal volume, maybe you think it's good, but as you can see, when we reduce the volume, we realize it's super loud. Maybe like this is still a bit loud, but what I recommend you is going to another part of the song that you have more sounds and check it there. Or what you can do is have an automation at the end of the processing and control the volume in different sections. Maybe in some parts you need it more quiet, or in some parts you need it louder. Another thing you can do to have the vocals perfectly mixed and leave a space to it is to EQ the sounds that are interfering with the vocal, especially in the low mids and the mid highs. What kind of sounds are going to interfere here? Usually the pads, pianos, maybe some guitars. For example, in this part we have these pads that have a lot of mids, and our vocal, even if it's quite high, it's also important that it sounds clean and strong in the low mids. If we play them together, as you can see, it doesn't sound as clean as it could. So just go to the pads buzz. It's around here. You see? Now with this EQ, the vocal has way more space. Another sound that can interfere in this song is the wrist bass, because it has a lot of mids. But of course, before applying any EQ, just check it first with your ears. Sounds a bit cleaner. So this without the EQs, and with the EQs. It has a lot more space. You also need to check maybe vocal drones, ambient sounds, or maybe even hi-hats. But for percussions, I don't really recommend you to EQ it to give space to the vocal unless it's really clashing, because otherwise maybe you start losing the character of the sound, it doesn't sound that natural, so better don't do it. Alright, but we EQ'd some sounds because the vocal was there and they were clashing. But what happens in the parts that maybe the vocal is not singing? Maybe that part sounds a bit empty. So the third thing I recommend you doing is EQ sidechain. What we are doing here is that when the vocal plays in different frequencies, these sounds are reducing a little bit the volume. And when the vocal is not playing, those frequencies come back up. You can use plugins like, for example, a track spacer, or you can do it with FL Studio stock plugins. First of all, put a parametric EQ in the vocal, and we're gonna look in what bands the vocal is stronger. Usually it's around here, and on the mid highs. Now we want to send this EQ to the pads, to the wrist bass, and to any sound that interferes with the vocal. And now we're going to have a peak controller in the vocal and this EQ in the pads, for example. We're going to right click here, link to controller, click here, look for the peak controller of this vocal, that is this one, and choose the option peak. Click here and click on inverted and accept. Do the same for the other band, and now you play it. It's completely to the top, this is completely bad. What we need to do is to touch the bass, and for parametric EQ you need to have it at 50%. And now with the volume we're gonna control how much we are reducing. This is way too much. My advice is reducing maximum 2 dBs. This is gonna sound quite natural. And how do you know how much is 2 dBs? Well, what I do is I take another band, I know this 2 dBs, so now I control the volume. I know this is crossing too much, so reduce it a bit more. Around here, maybe a little bit less. And now I put this back, of course. So this without the pick controller in the pads and the wrist bass.
So damn crazy, my type.
And this with it.
So damn crazy, my type of lady.
Maybe you think there is not a big difference, but that's the thing, giving a space to the vocal without really hearing the EQ. And for example, I do this technique also in the drops. When I have a vocal in a drop where I have leads, chords, bass and all of this, what I do is take the leads and take the chords. I usually don't do it on the bass line because I want it completely strong and as it is. And I also apply this sidechain EQ. This way the vocal will also have more space in the drop and you don't really hear this trick. Because when you reduce the volume in these frequencies, the vocal is there covering this space. So nobody will know this EQ is there, but it will sound way cleaner. See you in the next video.